I can't actually imagine a situation where like you have nowhere to turn to, and you're like, you know what,
Nowhere, Sean.
think,
Imagine
think,
like nowhere. Not even like a
like,
couple months. Like Sean, allow me, bro. Like, check,
yeah,
like, not
like,
even
allow me, bro, allow me,
like even in your
allow
car, Sean. Like, allow me. I'll
me.
slap the bed down. Plodding along, bro. What you say?
Plodding, plodding. I'm quickly trying to move the whip. I saw a space opened up. I had to park time away this morning, and then I
I
just
swear. What you
as I
late?
walked, yeah, I was like 10 minutes late. But it's not really a thing like that. Some jobs, yeah, like this punctuality thing isn't really a thing like that.
I even
well,
hear it still. I even hear
it's,
it still. I like
I'm pretty
version of
sure. I'm pretty sure that some days I could not turn up and probably no one would notice.
they're all clock then.
No,
Oh, clock.
it's not that deep. But
Oh, word.
as I was walking back, I was like, swear down, there was a space. I was like, this does not happen all too often. So I was like, I've got to seize on the moment.
Nah, word.
What's your day been
That's it.
saying there?
Oh, it's even been kind of slow. I'm not gonna lie to you. I need to do I need to do a mash and a shift this afternoon.
I swear.
But we'll get it done in it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's actually mad. This month's going mad quick, bro.
Yeah, no,
Mad
April,
quick.
April's done, John. The year's finished pretty
It's
much.
finished, bro. The whole
If
year is done.
if you actually think about it, like logically, see, why have you done that?
What, someone just came in smoothly.
Yeah, it's quickly go squeeze pass.
Yeah, they even mocked it.
Come with a Volvo. Yeah, relax. It was like, what you know what I'm saying? It was like you've got to go back now because there's
That
nothing
word.
I can do. Say less.
But nah,
Quick.
to be fair, this. Do you know what it is? Yeah, once you get to like these summer months, the year's done, bro.
Yeah, no, it's done. It's done.
Obviously, we're still in spring, but it's technically we're getting there in it, so we can say summer now, bro.
Yeah.
Because once summer happens, you're in the run to Christmas, and that one there, that again, that happens too quickly. Before you know it,
Nah.
it's 2025, bro.
Summer months mentally checked out. It's just like, yeah, cool. Like even like today, the weather's it's messing with my emotions, man. It's messing with my emotions because I'm not liking this. Like it's either be hot or cold. Make your mind
That
up.
word.
You understand? Like sort of doing this 1 minute is hot, one next minute is cold. 1 minute, John. It was torrential rain the other day. I was
Sure,
like,
literally, I was gonna tell you this, bro. It was absolutely nuts, and then it went sunny,
yeah, I was
and
like,
then it
what
went
the
nuts again, and then it went
heck?
sunny, then it went nuts again. I said, how?
Nah, it's mad. Have you seen that out in Dubai? It's moving a bit longer than man.
I swear. What's too
Oh,
hot?
no, John, it rained. And when I say it rained, we're talking floods. Like houses are flooded. Like these men were not
Swear.
ready. There was nothing prepared for this. The house, as in, so I was on, where was it? I was on, I think it must have been Instagram the other day. And I think I saw someone posted like in their house. It was in their house, John. Like we're talking 2, 3 meters high water. And I was like, I don't really think much of it. I was like, it's just one of these like trying to go viral
Mm,
sort of things, whatever,
mm.
whatever. And then this person that I know, she's a flight attendant, and she works out in Dubai, and she even posted on her story, the runways moving long
You can't
flights.
be landing there, bro.
You're going nowhere. You're going nowhere. I was like, okay, cool. Then I thought this actually made me turn on the news now. I was like, let
What?
me turn on the news. Let me see what it's saying. And
Yeah,
even though I'm saying breaking news, Dubai is done out, flooded. So I don't know how it
bro, that
happened,
is
but
peak.
it's even like here, after a while. So like, let's say I think we've all had those months where it's like it's hot and the ground
Mm,
actually gets a bit too dry. So even when the water starts to come, it just runs
doesn't.
off the surface.
Yeah, word, it
It
doesn't.
doesn't. The ground is like relax. This is too much, too soon. Just need to slow it down. So it will cause all these floods and that. So I think because obviously out there it's bare dry, the ground was like,
Mm.
yeah, nah, we can't hack this. We can't hack this. So out there it's a bit long for them, man. But
That's not so. So does it not usually rain? Because do you know what it is as well? I feel like it has to do with like drainage systems as well, though. Are these
yeah,
men not like they're just not prepared for that?
I just don't think it's
They
a thing like
slapped the
that.
bread and everything else, but they said, "How much do
Um,
we need for the drainage system?" I'll forget about that. Don't worry about that.
yeah, no, they had a board meeting. They were like, "Do we
Word.
really need that though? Like,
You
is it
read that
actually
word.
necessary?" And they were like, "Nah, it's calm. It's calm. What's a 1 in a million chance gonna happen?
Simple, and it happened.
Probably not
That's
needed."
even
But
nuts. So what do you even do from here? Just wait. We'll just wait for it to drain naturally.
I'm pretty sure they're trying to like pattern things behind the scenes. I'm pretty sure the prince out there, whatever he's doing, he's had to slap a bit of bread down.
All the bread
Yeah,
down, bro.
it's
All the
that.
bread.
He was like, allow it, fam.
No
This
word.
is how I've got the bread.
No
So
word.
I'm pretty sure they're trying to do their thing out there. But yeah, I guess it's a case of just letting it happen, see what happens. Because I'm actually deep it, yeah. Because obviously you see it sometimes, even in the UK,
Mm.
or you see it abroad, like countries like America, and that floods and that. But that's, do you know how long that is? Like, let's say now you wake up, John. You wake up now. You're about to go to work. You had the deepest and deepest of sleeps, so you're bewildered. You know, the ones who wake up, you still got sleep in the eye, walking down
Yeah,
the
word,
stairs,
word.
and then you just feel like the fourth step before you hit the ground floor,
It's
you
wet.
just it's just wet, and then you look around and you just everywhere's flooded. Do you know how long that
I
is?
can't lie, that would be peak. That would just be so peak. I'd be like, you know what, this is actually so long. So long. It's such an inconvenience. Because you know, they're the
Yeah,
ones,
what?
yeah, where you have like link chains of reasoning of the inconveniences. Like you think of one
Yeah.
inconvenience, which leads to another inconvenience, and you figure, oh, that's gonna lead to that, and you're just
The
like, yeah, this
first
is
thing
long,
I'm
bro.
thinking is I can't make a munch. Like my house, I can't make a munch now. It's all done now. Oven's done, hob's done. All of it is completely
It's even
done.
nuts because you know who the people that will get shagged, yeah? It depends on how it works, but I reckon like it's the normal people that will get shagged the most because the government and that they'll patent something in it. But let's say
Yeah,
your house gets shagged up now and you don't have insurance for that. Well, that's your problem, innit? That's your problem.
yeah. Figure it out. Figure it
Yeah,
out.
that's your problem, innit? So, and they're not going to be slapping the bread down for them, not. So I even feel
Oh
sorry for
no,
them.
no.
I
Because
even
even
feel
when it comes to insurance, I don't even. I'll be real. I don't know insurance like that. I'll be real, but I
no
don't know how
word.
it works in terms of like what. So these men slapping me bread for everything, or is it just for the absolute basics they give me bread for? Or see, I don't know. I don't know to what extent it's going towards. So in that situation, are you thinking I didn't have bread anyway?
Yeah,
Now I'm
word.
having to fork out bread which is not even there. So it's long.
It's mad.
It's
And the
long.
people, imagine the people that are like homeless on the streets, bro.
Oh
Sometimes I think about those, don't you know?
yeah, nah. You know what it is, yeah. Those people that sleep outside, John, it's not for the weak. Like those people are actually mentally can handle anything. I believe it. I believe it. They can handle anything. Sleeping in the cold winter months in the UK, that's an extreme sport, you know.
Hundreds. Do you know what the peak
Uh,
thing is? Yeah, those a lot of them are just like normal, quote unquote normal people that just made the wrong decisions, bro.
Just made
Over
wrong
yeah,
decisions.
over an
Yeah,
extended period of time. They speak like some of them will have family somewhere, but it's just and they're just sleeping out there, bro. That is nuts, by the way.
like because the thing is, I can't actually imagine a situation where like you have nowhere to turn to, and you're like, you know what,
Nowhere, Sean.
the
Imagine
the
like
bre-
nowhere. Not even
that
like a
that
couple months. Like Sean, allow me, bro. Like,
yeah,
not even
allow me, fam, allow me,
like even in your
allow
car,
me.
Sean. Like, allow me. I'll
Yeah,
slap the bed down.
yeah, I would like absolutely nowhere to
Like
turn,
nowhere to go, bro.
and they look at the feet at where their feet stand and think, you know what, yeah, this is it. This is where
That's it, bro.
I'm. This is home. Like this is mad. That's mad to think about.
Nuts, bro. And then these men are going on the tube, ask for a pound here and there, here and there. The big thing is, obviously, now, bro, I don't even carry quite like if I wanted to give you bread, I couldn't even give you bread, bro. I only have my card, fam.
No, word. You seen some of these men there now, contactless. They're moving
Nah, they're efficient. Yeah, word.
efficient.
You know.
But it is peak to think that, like, for example, like you said, like someone could have a house today and be homeless tomorrow,
100%.
and you like we've all been guilty of it before, where like you're walking and you'll see a homeless person, or they'll be asking you for bread, and you're, oh, bro, come on, bro,
Yeah,
not
word.
today, man, not today, bro. I
100.
got places to be in it. Like, come on, like, can you actually just like, please, just not today? And it's deep because unless like these men need to start handing out CVs so I can see the reasons as to why you're in this
How
position.
did you get here? Word.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
can see whether you deserve the £2.50, bro.
Word, you need to start giving out CVs because I think it's hard because it gets to the point now where like homeless people, not all
Mm.
of them, but some of them, then now cause the situation of the boy that cried wolf. So many of them I've seen. I think there was one time, John. I remember vividly. I remember this year. I I was a victim, and I felt
Uh,
bad for the guy that I saw every single time sat outside the shopping center
in
in
uni.
Chatham.
Oh,
No,
chat. Oh,
Chatham, Pentagon. So I'm like, okay, cool. I bust him quick. I think I don't know why. You know them days where you feel like you got bread. I just had like
yeah, yeah,
coins. I
yeah,
had
yeah.
coins in the pocket. I was like, yeah. In my Nike zip up pop wallet, I was like, yeah,
No
money.
word.
So I got out £5 in coins. I gave him £5. Um, and I remember I went into the post office, and I came out. And as I came out, I see him chatting to this guy, and he was like, they were doing some sort of web exchange. Or I don't know what was going on, but essentially, he must have cops like some drugs or something. And I was just like, bro,
Raw.
I
Direct,
was like,
bro. As in directly.
direct, like as in he literally had it. He had his stash on hold. He literally said boss, give me like an hour, and I'll be back in it. And I
That
was like,
is
bro.
so nuts.
And I thought, you know what, he's gonna go and get like maybe food or something or a meal deal, whatever, whatever. And I was like, that's actually peak, you know, because I was like, I fully thought you were gonna use this for the right reasons, but you didn't. And since then, I never ever gave coins away. But since I started working here, there was actually a day where I think it must have been, I think it must have got paid for the first time, and I was just in a good
Then
mood.
he got paid and
And
said, you know what? I'm
yeah,
living, bro. Man said, I'm
I'm
Fred.
I'm breaded. So obviously now I'm leaving work, and there's a Sainsbury's next to where I work, and there's a homeless guy sat outside the Sainsbury's every single day.
100%.
And he said to me, he was like, he always asks people for like whatever, whatever. And I said to him, I looked at him, I was like, I've got bread, but I'm not gonna give you bread. If you want me to buy like a sandwich or something, I'll get you a sandwich. And I literally, he was like, oh yeah, yes please, yes please. And I was like, say less. So I went and got him a quick ham and cheese sandwich, quick one.
Simple. Simple.
And what's it got in the sandwich? And he was gassed. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I was like, you know, I'm not being a victim of this again. But I got the sandwich, and I was like, even if you're lying to me, at least you've munched today.
100.
Do you know what I mean? Do
Nah,
you know what I mean?
100, 100,
So
100.
I was like, say less. But it's mad because like we said, not everyone has a CV where we can read to know the reasons why they're in this position. So now one or two people paint a bad picture for everyone else, and you're like, come on, I can't be
Nah,
asked today.
100.
Today's not the day for it, which is peak.
One time I was in Spain.
Mm,
This must have been like October last year when I went for the wedding, innit? I was in
mm,
Spain. I was in Madrid, yeah, with man at A, yeah. So
mm.
obviously when our children in it, we went to the one, let's just say like a corner shop type thing, yeah. Went
Yeah.
to go grab a couple 1-2 1-2s in it, just a quick munch. So obviously we're there now. One guy approaches me, innit? And I actually would love to know this guy's like he's what's it called? What do they call it in movies where it's like a movie about their come up stories, like
Origin story.
I love to know his origin story. In fact, we'll talk about
Yeah.
it after. But yeah, what's it called? So he must have come up to me. He said, "Oh, like excuse me." Obviously, he was speaking in Spanish, but he was just like, "Oh yeah, can you buy me like a? Is it right if you like you buy me a couple of things?" I
Mm.
said, "Yes." I said, "Send them all." I said, "Send them all. You pick what you want in it and slap it to me in it." Then he went to go pick options.
He was
Not too bad. He didn't bucket too much, but he was
he
picking
was looking at the
options.
brands. He was looking at the
Yeah,
brands.
I
He was
said, swear. Okay. Okay, so what? Let's slap the bread down in it. So we paid for the done. Say no more. I was gonna get food from there, and like this was late. Like we got there late because our train
mm,
was delayed for like 4 hours in there. So we got there. I was hungry in it, but I
mm.
was in that shop. I wasn't really feeling anything. So I was like, all right, cool. Let's go McDonald's. So I've gone to McDonald's now. We've done the order, and that we're now sitting down. And how am I seeing the same done running this running the same play, bro? The same tactic in McDonald's, and he secured the munch, bro. He
You
secured the
secured the
munch.
bud.
He secured the munch. Then he had the. I said, is it? But
Wow.
I was thinking that's when I started to chat to A. I was like, Rob, what do you think? I was just thinking, Rob, what do you think the story is? And I was thinking because the way he picked, like when he picked the stuff in the shop, he put like multi packs in it. So I'm thinking, Rob, do you
Mm,
reckon he has like a family or something somewhere? He's
mm,
collecting the food for them.
mm.
I was thinking, right, that's even deep. But the way he planned it was smooth, bro. Like he was
Yeah,
there
word,
acting. He was
word.
there acting. He was in
He, bought,
business, bro.
he included nappies in there just to make you believe that that he's actually
100%.
got
I
kids
said,
at
swear,
home.
my guy. But nah, it's
Yeah,
even interesting because sometimes I think about these things like, right, where's the Don now in it? Like, where is he? He's probably chilling somewhere.
he's just
You don't know
somewhere,
in
isn't
it.
it?
These times we will
Somewhere.
never see him. Most likely, I will never, ever, ever see him again
No, oh
my
yeah,
whole
never
life.
again, never
Bro,
again.
do you think about that sometimes? Yeah, and just I can't. I'm even weird like that. Sometimes, yeah, I bump into someone. I'm like, right, it's nuts. Yeah, I'm never ever going to see that person again in my whole life,
Yeah,
and that's
I
even
think
nuts, by the way.
especially when it's like so. Like for example, I had a lady that left working for where we were the other day,
Right,
and it was kind of mad because obviously it was her last day. We done all these lot like over 50s. They love their tea and cupcakes, and I was like,
hundred
so
percent.
they asked me to come down. I'm gonna enjoy it. And I was like, yeah, cool. So we're sat there having tea and cupcakes now, and I was kind of thinking like, oh, we're doing all this like we're just chatting, whatever. And I'm just kind of thinking, like, what is all this for? Because, oh, let's be real, none of you are ever contacting her after this day
Hundred
again.
percent. Hundred
Like,
percent.
it sounds deep, but it's truthful, isn't it? Like, none of us are ever going to speak to her again, ever.
Which is even
And
nuts, by the way.
considering that this is someone who we see every day in, day out. Ask, how's your day? How's your weekend? What are you doing today? This, that, the other. And I'll never have that interaction with her again.
Mm,
And it's kind of like, I don't know. I think like, I don't know. You need to. That's just life, in it. To an extent, it is just life. Like you need to
true.
come to terms with that. Like not every person you see is going to be in your life forever. Like sometimes actually deeper, even just like relationships as well. Yeah, like the
Mm,
fact that you can be with someone for like let's say like 5 years,
mm.
hypothetically, and you could break up, and that could be the last time you ever see them. That is mental.
No, it's mental, bro.
That's
It's
mental.
actually it's actually nuts.
And the next time you see them, they may have like 3 kids and a house and be living somewhere else. Do you know what I
It's
mean?
really
But
nuts.
it's mad because I think there's even been situations where I had one of those though, a lot less deep. But I remember there was a time we were these times yes. Oh yes. Okay, cool. This is you understand who we're talking about here. So do you remember I'm trying to
Mm,
think of his always think of his name. He was in our form,
mm,
um curly hair,
mm.
he had a younger sister, white done.
I want to say, do we know the sister?
She went to our school in sixth form.
I want to say, yeah. I want to say how I know it is. Quick done.
TW.
Quick, yeah, quick done, quick done. Yeah, yeah, I know it
Yeah,
is.
TW,
Yeah,
TW,
yeah,
TW. So man like TW, yeah. I remember I was year 6, year 5. I
yeah,
think I
yeah.
was year 6. I was year 6 actually. And so this was primary school at these times. So these
Oh, you
times
went to
we
the same primary school?
no, we didn't.
Oh, okay.
We didn't. So we had cricket every Friday afternoon. Obviously now we're getting ready for the cricket game, going to play against other schools and that.
Uh,
Sean, we need you to come to the cricket game. All right, cool. I'm gassed now, innit? I'm gassed, getting ready
yeah.
to go. School jersey on, cool, fine, let's go. So we're going to the cricket field now. I'm actually deep in how John, we were Utes. We thought we're
100%,
getting
bro.
the call up. We're getting the call up. Going like badge. This was
100%, bro.
badge, fam. Do you know what school this is? Anyways, so we get to the place now, and there was maybe like 3 or 4 other schools playing cricket games. It was like the afternoon, and we play them. And I remember we played this other school like pretty much
Right,
every single time. And TW was on the other school,
right.
and I remember thinking, this you is jarring. Like he just thinks he's sick in it. Like he just thinks he thinks he's him. And like, I used to John. We never spoke, but like we just didn't get along at all. Like we were
Right.
just like we would just beef each other like for no reason at all, as if we're not gonna go home and get in our PJs and not think about
No,
it.
word.
But anyway, so I just didn't rate the guy at all. And obviously now when we finish like at the end of the year, I thought, okay, cool, cricket season's over. Never see him again. Didn't even think of it. So I remember now, first day of what's it, year
You're 7.
7, going to
Yeah.
the forms now, and I remember seeing him, and we were like, rah, this is mad.
So
Insane.
you clocked it was him straight.
Oh, we clocked each other straight.
Oh, so he clocked you as well. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
But
Okay.
it was mad because we were just like, that is crazy to think, like how at that time we thought, oh, I'm never going
100.
to see you again, but ended up being in my form. Same applies to another situation. Before uni, I would go to the gym. I think this was when you finish year 13, you have like a bare big long summer holiday. So I went to the gym in Strood. I was going to the gym now. I just would do my own thing. Never to really chat to anyone like that, unless it was people we knew.
Mm,
Um, but there was this guy that I always saw every single time, and never spoke to him ever. Now this is even bigger context. So I've seen him for the entire summer, John, every single
mm.
day. Never spoke to him once. And I remember the first moving day of uni. Now I'm getting my stuff out of my car now, and I go around the corner, and it's him. And he clocked me, and I clocked him, and we were just like, oh, like we knew who each
Wait,
other
was he
were.
a
We had
student?
no.
He was a student as well.
Yeah, he was a student. He was starting
Swear.
first year as well, but we had no idea that he was starting uni the same time I was starting uni in the same uni. Like
The
he could have gone uni
same block.
anywhere, and we
Nah,
and we
word.
happened to walk around the corner and bump into each other in a
At the same
completely
time.
different location, and we were just like, "Wow, this is mad! Like this is actually crazy." And it's mad because like there's people you probably see every single day,
Hmm.
and for some reason in the future you're going to form a bond with them for whatever reason that is, and you don't even know it yet. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right. It's
Like it's
even
just
nuts
mad.
though. It's even nuts because to be fair, I probably have a couple stories like that as well. And
Like
it's
even
for me. Mhm.
even to take for example you and A for example,
Yeah.
you've been let's if we actually deep it, it's actually crazy because there's situations, yeah, for all you know, there's been like that time we went to Barcelona, John, for all we know, for whatever reason, you could have for some reason just
No,
bumped past
literally,
her.
she was at the game, bro.
See, do you know how mad that is, John?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
word, word.
as in, you had no
No
idea,
clue. No word, word.
not a Scooby that like in 10 years time from now, some random other person that bought a ticket to that game in that
100,
stadium when you just went there coincidentally on a school trip. I only managed to get to that stadium because our host
100%,
family was
100%
who chose to be nice. Like, do you know the stars aligned
aligned,
so
aligned.
perfectly that sometimes you think this can't be coincidence, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? Like
Hey,
sometimes it's like when you actually deep, you think this can't be.
but there's when people start talking about fate and that, bro. And they get
Nah,
into
for
the
real.
topic that was fate, bro. That's what they'll say.
Word, and it's debatable, you know, because
It's
sometimes
debatable, bro. It's debatable.
you got to think within like that. John, do you know how like you even came to be in that stadium? What
Word.
that was hard work. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, word, word, word. It was labor, bro. It was
It was
labor.
labor. It wasn't just like a you go there every week anyway. You just happened to go on a school trip that we even thought we weren't going to get on this trip because our parents were moving along.
No
And then
word. Word.
even when we got there, our school teacher was moving along. Our host family happened to be safe. We didn't have enough bread. We worked
We
out to get
slapped the
enough
bread
bread
together,
to pay
bro.
for him to come. And you're telling me all of that, and the person you're with now is literally could be on the other side of the stadium.
Simple.
Nah.
100%, bro. 100%. And it's nuts because you know more of those things are gonna happen. I
Oh
reckon
yeah.
in like 10 years we'll bump into someone like from school or something like that, like in a completely different context. We'll
Oh,
bump into someone.
word. It'd be like raw.
And to be fair, those are actually good though. Those are actually like those are some of the good things about life, when you bump into
Mm,
someone after like 10 years or after time, and then it's like rotted, the paths crossed again. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But
It
at the same
feels.
time, sometimes they never cross again. Do you know it's even nuts? Yeah. Obviously, you never
Mm.
know, but there was like a last time. For example, there was a last time that we, I don't know, were bantering in the common room, and we didn't know it was the last time, but that was the last time.
Yeah, see, situations like that are like for definite in it. So like
Yeah, it's
that's
peak.
like there's never really gonna be a situation where we're gonna be like, let's see, that's sad. When you think of it, so you say it like that because there's
Hundred
times
percent.
like when I think back to it, like we would just be like, I think when you never realize that a situation is over until you look back and
Mm,
be like, "Wow, that was actually over." But at the
word.
time, even when you know, like, you're not coming back to the school again, you're not going to be in this situation again, it doesn't really feel like,
No, it
oh,
doesn't. Yeah,
it's
it doesn't.
actually ending. It's kind of like the see boys later, in it. Like, I'll just
Hundred.
like
You still
see
think,
boys
all right,
later.
cinema, we'll see in it, but that was actually
Yeah,
a last time. It's not happening again, bro. It's done.
no, like there's. Oh yeah, see that's when like it makes you. I think as we're getting older now, I'm starting to appreciate a bit more each like experience we have because, like for example, that lady that left my work.
Mm.
Were we boys like that? Not really. I'll be real. Was she a bit jarring? Yes, she was. But she was like
Yeah,
fully. But
yeah.
on the last day, I don't know what made me just like I was just like, you know what, yeah, I'm actually probably never gonna get to see you again. And although not all our interactions have been amazing, but I have nothing against you as a person. Do you get what I'm saying?
Simple.
So
Simple.
I went to Sainsbury's quickly, got a card, got her flowers, cheap ones, obviously, about to go out, but I
Simple.
got her them, and I went and
Simple.
gave them to her. And I was like, even if we never see each other again, I'm glad our interaction with each other we've had is ended on a good note. Do you get what I'm
There it
saying?
is, bro. There it is,
Oh,
bro.
there it is. There it is. Simple. So we left it there, and it's bad because I'll probably never see it again. But
That
I
word.
did say, yeah, that short page in the book I call life, yeah,
Mm.
that short page,
She was one
it's
of the
done.
characters in the chapter, bro. She was one
She's
of the
one of the
characters.
characters. Word. This is it's a book. We're all
100.
this is nah. When you start deep like this, yeah, we all just have our book in it, and
100.
some people have chapters bigger than others. Do you get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So
Some
yeah,
of the
it's
books
mad.
overlap, some of them don't, bro. Some
So
of them
yeah,
overlap.
some of the books overlap, some of them don't. But once the chapter's closed, 9 times out of 10, you don't really come back to it.
You don't come back to it, bro. It's done.
You don't come back to it. So yeah, no, it's mad. It's
Yeah.
mad. Thinking of that actually, quick one.
Go on.
Because when it's talking about like chapters in people's lives and stuff like that, yeah.
Mm.
Obviously, I saw this thing. I think quite an obvious one, like this, like debate of like who's of most importance in your life, and it's between your mum, your
Sean,
kids,
I was
and your
literally, we were
wife.
literally chatting about, I was literally chatting about this today because
Yeah,
Chunks and them lot had a little clip of this, and then I
yeah,
sent it to
yeah.
them. Yeah, we were literally chatting about
Mm.
this. I actually want to know what you think, I feel
Well,
like we're gonna say the same thing, but I want to know what you think. But I do feel like we're
having
gonna say
now said it about chapters,
mm.
I'm gonna say, ooh, it's actually really deep when you think about
When
it.
though? When? By the way, I've got 5 minutes. By the way.
5 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, say no more. What's I'm talking from the moment you have kids.
I have mine clear. I have mine clear.
See, it sounds peak, but for me, it's kids, wife, mum.
Swear.
So in top to bottom.
Man, that shouldn't go shit, bro.
Yeah.
I
No,
hear that
see,
argument. No, I hear that
uh,
argument.
oh, what's
I
yours?
don't
What's
agree.
yours?
Wife, kids,
Mm.
mum.
See, I don't know. I think for me it's a bit difficult because when I think about it, I think about like kids. I won't actually ever know the feeling of what it's like to have kids until I actually have them. Do you get what I'm
True,
saying? Like
true,
you, like even for us to say it now, it's very difficult for us to say because we don't actually know that feeling. Because
true.
I just feel like once you have a being that is you, like I'm maybe I'm over deep in it, but I think there's no feeling you'll feel toward that being. It's a piece of you. You'll protect yourself, wouldn't you? You protect yourself in any situation. So I don't see why you wouldn't want to protect the thing that is literally a pulse of you. 50% of it is you. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm.
Wife, because I think out of all of them, that's probably the one you spend the most time with. So in the book you call your life, if let's say all things go well, you never divorce, cool, everything's fine,
Yeah,
God willing, everything goes well. You and your wife are going to spend the majority of the book is you and your wife in it, like
100%,
pretty much like for everything. So and
100%.
from the point of them being with you when at this point, let's say like from now, for us, like when you're not anything like I don't know how to describe it. They care for you whether you're nothing, whether you're something. Do you get what I'm saying? They rate
Yeah,
you regardless. So
yeah.
in that regard, I have to say wife would be second. Mum, it's Pete because not to say mum's not as important, not important. She's still very important, but I just think in terms of like there's a finish line kind of
Mm,
in terms of
mm,
like from the moment you're born to the point you're like I don't know, it varies obviously, but like
mm.
let's say once you're like moved out, that's when your mum is very important to you. Do you get what I'm saying? Like they're constantly there helping you out, doing things, whatever, whatever. But there's gonna come a point where you're doing your own thing now, and it'd be kind of peaked to actually say after everything your wife's still doing with you now, my mum is still more
But it's
important, even
actually
though
not.
she's
There's
not.
some people that are literally on the mum thing first, you know.
Yeah,
Like there's
no, no,
some
no.
people that are really like, no, 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 my mum comes first.
I hear that. I hear
I
every
hear it,
every
but I don't
time.
think I hear it. You know what? The people that have that good a relationship with their mum, I don't think I'd say I'm jealous, but I really respect it. Like I'm really glad for you. Like people that have
Mm,
that much of a close relationship, it's a good
mm,
thing, is it? Especially if it's a guy, it's a good thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a good thing. But I don't. I think this marriage thing is not easy, bro. It's not
Nah, nah,
easy at
not,
all. I
not.
don't actually. I've never been married, but I can just see that marriage thing is tough, bro. And I think
Let's see. Yeah,
the only way for that to properly function is she has to be the number one, bro.
yeah, nah. I hear that. I hear
And
that.
then obviously, see, the kids thing is complex because obviously kids, as you mentioned, is important. But at the end of the day, they're their own being, bro. Like they obviously you have a lot of influence, especially once they get to like 18 and that, bro. They're their own being. But your
Yeah,
wife, once you get married, at least I believe, like you and your wife basically become one person, bro. Do you get it?
yeah.
Like
Nah, word,
that is
word,
you now, bro. Do you get it? So
word.
that's like that's number one, bro. For me, at least
Mm.
that's how I view it. So I think I think the wife is a priority. I think the wife is a
I
priority.
I think like having thought about it a little bit. Obviously, I'm not going to change my answer because I still don't know how I'm going to feel once I have kids. But in
Right.
terms of like the other ones, like you and your wife aren't. It's not by force. Do you get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like it's like, as in you've had to balance the equation.
Hmm.
Do you get what I'm saying? So okay, so when it comes to you and your wife, you're two completely different elements, right? So you're having
Right.
to balance this equation for it to be balanced and work well, and then there's a lot you have to put into it to make sure it's balanced. You and
Right.
your mum, you're both the same element. So really and truly, there's not really whether things are going wrong, slightly wrong. It's very easy to come back to the same point. You and your children is half you. They're half you, half your mum. So when it comes to
Right.
balancing, it's not.
Yeah.
It can be a little bit techy sometimes, but really and truly, it's still a part of you. Whereas you and your wife, there's a lot that goes into it to make sure that it sticks together. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think of it in that regard, the fact that you've been able to balance it so well for so long, and a lot has to go into it. Do you get what I'm saying? To make sure that it stays that way.
Right.
Like you're saying, I think there's a level of like firming it each party has to take in
100%.
being together. That if you really didn't want to, you wouldn't have to. Do you get what I'm saying?
100%.
So
100%.
when I think about it like that, I'm thinking, you know what, yeah, you are my number one because despite all the odds, we're making this work in it. Do you get what I'm saying? So, whereas really and truly, there's not really ever a situation. I mean, not everyone's in the same situation, but let's say if I have an argument with my mum today,
Right.
for
Right.
example, that's my mum in it. So I know regardless, after like a couple of days, I'll be like, come on, mum, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas really, if you have a mad argument with your partner, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, cool. Let's chat about this now. let's see.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So more has to go into it to make sure it's okay because your mum's always going to be your mum, whether you like it or not,
True. True.
whether you want it to be, whether you don't
And
want it
you're
to be.
always gonna be her son, fam.
Doesn't matter.
That's it,
It,
bro. That's it. Yeah.
do
Yeah.
you get what I'm
It's true.
saying?
Yeah.
Your son, your daughter's always gonna be your daughter, whether they like it or not. Do you get what I'm saying? But your wife
Yeah.
doesn't always have to stay your wife, so
Hmm.
that requires a lot more effort to make sure that it stays together. Do you get what I'm
So
saying?
Sean, here comes those nuts questions that always come from debates like this. Yeah. So what
Mm.
if you can only say, let's say you're in a situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what,
See,
you can only save your wife or your kids. No, in fact, no. Start your wife or your March. Who you saving?
I think it has to be the wife. It's peak,
Yeah.
but it has to be the
It
wife.
has. Do you know that one? Do you know? I feel like that one's slightly more easy. At the same time, it is peak. It is peak.
It's
But
peak. It's
if you
peak.
only have to save one, then it's
I
gonna have
think
to
it
be
has
the
to be
wife in
more.
it. But I think the
Yeah.
more difficult one is the wife or the kids.
Yeah. See, that's the one. I think when I even said my initial answer, it was kind of like I
It's
thought
more
of
from
this.
this vibe, innit? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I hear
I thought of
you.
this question, and I was like, I don't actually know how I'm gonna feel when it comes to like having your own kid because that like fight or flight instinct of like protecting your own is crazy. Do you get what I'm saying? But it's different. You won't know it until you're in the situation. Like until you have the kids to know like this protective instinct you have over them. Do you get what I'm saying?
See, for me, if it was flipped, let's say I had a wife and I have kids in it, I would want her to pick our kids.
Oh
So,
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah,
based on that, I'm gonna say I'm big on the kids.
yeah, yeah.
But
Now
she's
work.
still, which is weird though, because I'd say she's still the priority. But
Mm,
the kids have to be jams. It's tough though. It's tough.
it's
I'm really gonna
tough.
chat
It's
to A about
tough.
this one. But yeah,
No.
um, it's an interesting dynamic, bro. You know, it's actually nice. There's some people have been in that situation. You know, some of
Oh
these
yeah.
dons in some of these war places, Gaza and them lot, these Irans and that. I'm sure there's a lot of people that have been in these situations. This peak.
Even in like not less serious, but less like I don't know what even the word is, but like for example, when people are the situation, maybe this might just be movies, but I think sure it's even in real life in hospital when it's like giving birth to the kid now, and there's
Mm,
complications sometimes. God willing, none of this happens to anyone, but
amen.
there's situations where obviously like the doctor gives the husband a choice, basically says like you can either only save the wife or the kid sort of situation. Then it's like raw a kid that you don't even actually know yet, but
Nah, it's even Do you know,
you've
I find that
watched
that's
it from
so deep. I don't even know what I do, you know. Because at the same time, I actually don't even know if I mean, yes, but I was gonna say basically like without my wife, I don't even know if I'm even on that, bro. You just,
yeah
just that's so long, bro. Without my wife, that's so
and
long, bro. Especially when these times, every time you hold the kid, you're gonna be thinking, bro, for you
yeah
to be here,
I think for me in that situation I'd have to then pick my wife. Pure,
and I even hear it, bro. I even hear
do
it.
you get what I'm saying?
I even hear it, sure.
It's peak, but it's one of the ones where it's like I don't know if I could do like not even I don't know if I could do it on my own because let's say the situation was they could only save your child basically. Like the wife, it's not happening. We're only saving the child in the
Mm,
situation,
mm.
and it's either we take them both. We take the one, or we take the
We'll
none
take
of
that.
it.
Yeah.
I'll be like, Carl,
Suitable. We'll take what we can get. I'll take what I can get.
I'll take what I can get. I'll take the you, and I'll look
Yeah.
after it. And then there'll be no part of me that's like, okay, cool. But
Yeah,
I think
word.
like if I had to make the choice, like, my wife's already given so much to the 9 months as well.
It's
On top of
nuts,
this,
bro.
just to not even see it follow through, we can try again. We can try
That's the
again.
thing, but you see that we can try again. I was gonna say that, like, obviously you can still try again, but the thing is, this is when it then comes to the the whole like abortion and that topic in it, because
Yeah.
obviously it's not the same in it, but it's basically the idea that yeah, well, we can do another one in it, but that
Mm.
one in it, that one's a life as well, fam.
No, it's a life. And it
Do you, do
100%,
you
it
get what I'm saying?
100% is. And then it also then comes down to that just made me think like, could you like I sly hear the argument of people that don't want kids. Not so that me personally, I want kids. Do you get what I'm
Hear
saying?
me.
I feel like it's that's my, I feel like everyone has
What's the
somewhat
argument that you're what's the argument that you're
in
slyly
in
hearing?
in terms of just like I understand to a degree where it's like, let's say in that situation I had the choice of my wife and my kid.
Mm,
I'm going to be probably happier enjoying my life with my wife who have already started living like, do you get like the memories you make together, like it's all these memories you make together, you and them. Do you get what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Not to say I'm going to make memories with my kid, but there's going to come a point where that's going to end because they're going to go, like you said, they're their own being. They're going to do their own thing eventually. Do you get what I'm saying? So,
Mm.
because I think of it sometimes like with me now. My parents, I'm at a point now where me and my brother were both older. They've still got obviously my youngest brother, but once he's done and dusted,
It's
he's
done,
in
fam.
uni.
Yeah, yeah. The
That's it
same
now.
with me. Yeah, it's done. Yeah,
That's it now. So
yeah.
what? Now what? Do you get what I'm saying? And I even remember Philly saying in his podcast, he was like, obviously his wife is not his wife, his mum is single, and like he doesn't like leaving his mum
March.
or to go places because obviously like she's by herself, and I think she even said something like, "Oh, when you're married and all that, then like what am I gonna do?" sort of thing. Um,
Wait. That's even tight, bro.
no. It was she didn't say it like that. Sorry, she didn't say it like that. Took that wrong completely. I think she was seeing a guy time ago,
Right,
and Philly wasn't feeling the guy at all. And then
right,
she said, "Well, when you're married, if you, what am I going to be doing? Then I'm going to be
right,
by
right, right,
myself
right, right,
eventually."
right, right, right,
It's
right. I
basically
hear
trying to
that.
get say to him like, you're being selfish. You're just thinking about
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah, yeah, right. That even makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
And at the end of the day, we're all here for a finite time, like a finite bit
The
of time to
resources
get
are
what I'm saying.
finite, bro. It's the basic economic
Now, well,
problem, bro.
the book has an end of a page. You know what I'm saying? It's not a
That does.
limitless book. So in that regard, you got to think like at the same time, you got to live your life a little bit for yourself. You got to be a bit selfish in that regard, a little bit, because this is the only life you're gonna get. So in
Right.
that regard, when I hear people say I don't want kids, not that I agree with it, but I can hear maybe they want to enjoy life for themselves. You get what I'm saying? They realize
What
they
does
have
that?
a
But
fun.
here's the thing, though, Sean. What does that even mean, though? Like, what does that mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, would you? Let's say, okay, cool. You don't want to have kids, so what do you want to do? Like,
Yeah, no,
okay, so what do you actually want to do? Like, I want to travel and that. Okay, say no more. Like, and then what do you want to do after that, bro?
yeah, I think that's a very silly answer. If let's say for example, if it was me and someone said to me, "Oh, why do you not want?" So let's say I don't want kids, and someone said
Right.
to me, "Why do you not want kids?" I would have said to them, "I want to enjoy my life with my wife, and make
Mm.
many memories together." And
What are
yeah,
you
oh,
supposed to say?
sorry, yeah, one second. You right?
I haven't blocked you in, have I? You got.
Oh no, it's
Oh,
all good.
okay.
It's all
That's
good.
okay.
No
Thank
worries, no
you.
worries.
Alkaline fam. Man, like Anne fam. So
Well, like Anthony
she just wants to
Baker.
double check. Yeah, she wants to double check. I
Nah.
even rate that.
Word. I thought it was going to say him to move, and I was thinking,
Nah,
ah,
well, that's making her allow it, fam. We're even just wrapping up, fam.
yeah, word.
Now, what's it called? But nah, I was even gonna say that. What's it? What were we even saying? We are saying, yeah, the kids thing. So, with,
Mm,
do you know what it is? Yeah, I think slyly, like, obviously, some people can't have kids. We hear that. Doesn't mean that you like. It doesn't mean that you can't. You've missed. Well, you have missed, but it doesn't mean that life is meaningless. Basically, my point I was gonna say
mm.
is, I do feel like a big part of the memories to be made with your wife is related to kids, bro. Like
It
a big
is,
part of it.
yeah. Going through it all together. You're going through it together,
That
innit?
whole like I feel like it's a big chunk, bro. If you can,
Mm.
I feel like it's a big part. Obviously, if you can't, you can't in it. But I think I feel like to say that I just want to enjoy the memories with my wife. In my mind, that includes kids, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because yeah, realistically, what you're having these kids together, so you're going through the process together. So it's not even a situation where your kids are taking anything away from you. You're going through it
Nah,
together anyway. Do you get what I'm
100,
saying? So you're not
100.
alone in this in that journey, regardless. So yeah, it's a tough one. That one's a tough one. In fact,
Nah,
that's
that's a tough one.
took a turn. That one.
But here's the thing, though, Sean. Could you ever be with someone that just didn't want kids? Like, let's say you
No,
met someone,
no,
it's lock off straight away.
nah. I think that's gonna be one of my first questions though. even like now, I think that was one of the first questions I asked. What's it?
Simple, yeah, simple.
Great. Like, let's not be silly. We're not kids. You get what I'm saying? What
But
is
Sean,
your
what happens
intention?
now? Yeah, so Sean, what happens now? Let's say you were to get married. God forbid this won't happen. But let's say you were
Yeah,
to get married now, and this one we all saying, oh, do you know what? Been thinking about it. I think maybe we should just wait in it.
yeah. I'll be like, wait for what? What we waiting
I
for?
just want to obviously just want to live my life a little bit in it. Like just want to live my life a little bit more. Obviously, I'm working on my
I,
career now. Working on my career, so I need
yeah.
to focus on that for now.
I think that conversation for me personally would have to happen before marriage even happens. I can't lie. First, it has to
I
happen
hear you.
before marriage even happens.
I hear you.
And when we talk about that, it needs to be like, I'll be like let's just be real now. Like let's be honest with each other, because I'm so big on honesty, John. Because I think like
Mm,
I don't want like I know sometimes in situations like this, yeah, there's like a pressure to be like, oh, I need to say this so that he stays with me and it
right,
goes this way. But you can't control the way you feel in it. Do you get what I'm
right,
saying? So
right.
sometimes in those situations, I'm thinking, let's just be honest with ourselves right now, because at the end of the day, these have consequences, which
Yeah, yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
not needed for anyone. Like
Right.
realistically, I know we've come this far, but it could stop. We can stop it now,
It can
and then
stop
you can live the life the way you want to live it. I can live the life the way I want to live it, and we're
before you
calm.
cross that line.
Because that's a line.
That's
Once we
a
cross
line
that
that
line,
you can't go
we're not
back.
we're not going back.
You know
We're
when
not
you go
going
to the
back.
airport, there's doors that it says there's one way, bro. Once you go through this
Yeah,
through
it's
this
one
door,
way.
you can't go back, bro.